Very funny. Yeah. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? I said, what's up? No, you ain't never had a friend like me. What's going on? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Last night, I'll tell you what's up. I did my research last night. It was very interesting. I did my research. I did my homework last night. Romeo and Juliet. Does anybody know who they are? It was from a Shakespeare movie. Romeo and Juliet were two totally different people living two totally different separate lives. I know who Romeo and Juliet are. Romeo and Juliet were two beautiful, amazing creatures who wanted to be together but couldn't. One of them had to go. The other person, look, it was a classic movie William Shakespeare wrote. I did my homework on that too. When I was in school, my teacher made us watch the whole movie. It was like fifth period. She made us sit through that whole thing. Made us all sit through that whole thing. Yeah, it was such a beautiful movie. Like the movie itself was so romantic. I cried, when Romeo passed away. Romeo and Juliet, that movie was a classic. How they, magically fell in love with each other. One thing I do know is you got to ask yourself this. Do you believe in love at first sight? I know I do. The way Romeo was looking at Juliet, the way Juliet and Romeo were good for each other. They were, Romeo would do anything he could to protect Juliet. Juliet would have done the exact same thing Romeo just did. Look, I say this to say this. Romeo and Juliet were so cute together. I kid you not, that movie is old. That was from my era. Was I born when that movie came out? I probably was. But yeah, Romeo and Juliet, that movie is super, super old, but I loved it. It was a classic. Les Miserables, another classic. Les Miserables was a good movie. The Phantom Menace. Let me see. The Star Wars. No. Star Wars, that was a great movie. I like that movie. I've seen all the movies. Return of the Jedi, Revenge of the Sith. I saw that too. But no, Romeo and Juliet. This reminds me of my high school days. Watching Romeo and Juliet get together. Seeing those two and how they both acted towards each other. It taught me I learned a very valuable lesson. Yeah. No. No. That's right. Yes, sir. No. For real, I learned a very valuable lesson. You understand me when I say that. Where would Romeo be without Juliet? Come on. Relax. Where would Juliet be without Romeo? And Romeo and Juliet, they were two different people. But they couldn't hide the fact that they were so crazy about each other. They were nuts about each other. And I know they were, because one thing I knew about Romeo and Juliet, that play right there, was it kind of reminded me of how the good old days used to be. Hello! The good old days, I definitely dreamed. If only I had the relationship that Romeo and Juliet had. It's too bad the relationship didn't last long.